Hi everybody, a new Tuesday training video coming in hot. All right, it is Tuesday. It is not just Tuesday, it is the last day of the month. It's the last day of January. There's a lot of things that are happening today. If you've been around for an end of month before, take this times a couple and we're going to compound it. But we are going to talk today. I'm just going to go over those highlights first, but then we're going to dive deep into the topic today. And the topic today, actually, I wrote my training up today when I was on my 20-minute lunch break today at the hospital. It's a good thing that I love you guys. Okay, no, I'm teasing. I love doing what I do, and I love being able to help, and I love being able to share different topics and different things with you. So thank you guys for tuning in. So if you're watching live, yay, comment below. If you're watching the replay, hashtag replay. Kind of like the Chiefs going back to the Super Bowl. Replay. All right. I'm gonna, I'm sorry if you get tired of me talking about the Chiefs. So sorry. It's not a me problem, that's a you problem. Okay, so I digress. All right, so let's talk real quick before we dive into our topic. So it's the last day of the month. It is Tuesday. Now, with last day of the month, that means this is the last day if you have if you are working towards the incentive. This is the last qualifying day for anything towards our current incentive. And our current incentive is that level 1, you can earn SFR registration. Yay, I got that in the bag. Number 2, level 2 is earning a trip for 1, and you get to choose your location, whether that's a cruise through Jamaica, you can go to Cabo, you can go to British Columbia, you can go to New York. I mean, come on. Now, level 3, you actually earn it for yourself and one other person. So amazing levels. If you don't know where you're at, or if you're curious to know, like maybe you haven't checked in lately, okay, go to your workstation, click on the more button. If you're on your mobile, just click more, and you'll see incentives. Click on incentive and then click on track your progress, and then check out to see where you are. Maybe, you have been working towards consistency and you get that consistency bonus. That's 2,500 points if you haven't yet hit that. So go ahead and read through that incentive, but that officially ends tonight. So at the end of the month is when this incentive period ends. So congratulations to those of you who have earned it. I don't know what's going on in there. And to those of you still working on it, you got this. Along with that, end of month, we also have a little bit of news. It's weird. I'm not gonna lie, it's just weird and it's a little awkward, but we had Bring Back My Bar in January. Normally I would be telling you guys, hey, you got to make sure your customers know this is the last chance to either get it or add it to a Scentsy club. But Scentsy has extended it into February. So that's great news for our customers. For those of you who maybe haven't done enough talking about Bring Back My Bar, you guys know we've talked about this already, right? Bring Back My Bar is an excellent opportunity to not just follow up with your customers, but to also talk to them about Scentsy Club and that Always Get My Bar feature. I personally added Mediterranean Spa. What else did I add? Vanilla Cream, Flirtatious. There was another one I added in there too, and I can't think of what it was now. But so if you also want to add to your Scentsy club, you certainly can. But again, it's just another great reason to have a touch point with your customers, okay? But we are extending that into February. But again, it's just, I mean, we're just going to talk about it some more. What else we have ending? So there's a couple of things that are starting on February 1st. So in the morning, we officially do our transition into a new month. And February is the final month for our current catalog. So the final month for our fall winter 2023 catalog. And almost everything is going, or fall winter 22. I had to double check. I was like, what? I know we're in 23 now. 2022 fall winter catalog. It looks like this, y'all. Okay. That one is officially ending February 28th. Okay. Now, almost everything will be 10% off in the month of February. That's what we do for transition month. Another thing that is also going to be available, are they already? Oh gosh, I'm so behind. I need to look at my workstation, which is what I'm going to tell you. If you need a quick reminder, check out your workstation, the new season sales kits. And if you haven't yet, if you want to get a little spoiler, you can also go in there and you can check out the new catalog. I know I've looked through it. I've drooled. I've already written up a wish list. It's ridiculous. I have a problem. But I know that I'm going to be hosting my own parties, so I'm going to be utilizing my host rewards to get those new things that I want so badly at half price, or to get them free with product credit. So there's that. Remember, as consultants, we have the ability to host parties just like our customers. So that's how you need to be buying your Scentsy. All right, another thing for end of month. So if you have a team, if you are a leader, so if you're a lead or above, or if you're not yet, if you've got a team member and you're certified, hello, you can promote to lead if your team member is active, which is a minimum of 200 PRV or more. And if you guys have a combined group wholesale volume of 1,000, boom, that means that you promote to lead and you will get paid at a lead title for everything you did in January. That's amazing. Okay, so it doesn't matter when in the month you hit lead or whatever promotion you're going for, but you get paid on that for the entire month at that promotion level, okay, with those generational bonuses. So really take a look at that. There's some other videos, of course, that you can watch that will help explain the compensation plan. I have a video that I did a handful of years ago. I probably should rewatch it, but I mean, honestly, our compensation chart has not changed. So I don't really think it's too out of date, but it is available on my YouTube channel. It's the one with the little avocados, because I love avocados. They're extra like me. So there's that video there. Or of course, you know, there's lots of other videos on YouTube. You can always go to the training center on your workstation, or you can always just, you know, open up your catalog to the compensation guide and you can figure it out from there. Okay. Lots of different ways to get there. But if you have that team member, if you're not yet lead and you're working on that promotion, then this is your sign to get your hustle on for the rest of the evening. Okay. You have until the end of the night to hit that for this month. Again, so you'll be paid at that title for this month. If you're a leader above, I want you striving for paid at title every single month. Paid at title should be your number one goal. That means you need to have a minimum of 500 PRV. That means that you need to have a minimum of at least one active team member. We just went through what that was, okay? We need to be doing these things consistently, because that, my friends, is what pushes you not only ahead on your income for your paycheck, but also pushes you ahead in just your business in general. That means that you're touching your business more. You're working it. You are really spending time in your business, okay? And this is important. Coming from somebody, I have been doing this for 11 years as of January this month. 11 years I have been a Scentsy consultant. And I will tell you, there are very few that I did not get paid a title, okay? Because I made a commitment to myself saying I was going to work this like a business. And so you need to be working this as a business. Plug your team members into the resources. We have so many to choose from, okay? All right, so I'm gonna get off my soapbox there, and I'm gonna dive right into our topic today. And our topic today is how to fail at your business and win. How to fail at your business and win. Okay. You guys probably think that I've lost my mind, but here's what you need to know. You need to be failing in your business. Now, I don't mean hands off. I'm not going to work my business. Look, Ma, no hands. That's not what I'm saying. No. What I'm saying is, by failing at your business, that means you are trying. That means you are stepping outside of your comfort zone. That means you are asking for parties. That means that you are having conversations with people about joining or hosting or purchasing our products. This means that you are having conversations with other people within your team or your network, other consultants that you work alongside, right? You are maybe looking at revamping a system in your business, okay? I know that you hear a lot of the terminology of systems, and for some of you, you're just maybe on overload and you just don't quite understand the importance of systems. But really, what a system is, it's just a habit that you do consistently. That is what a system is. It's a habit you do consistently. And I will tell you that the habits that I do consistently today are not the same habits that I did consistently when I first joined. I was a green consultant, right? We all were. We all started at day one, zero, with zero knowledge of the product, zero knowledge of the compensation plan, zero knowledge of how to book parties, how to do parties, how to get those sales, how to be good on our follow-up, how to really make sure that we are paying attention in our business, right? We all started there, every single one of us. There is not a single person within Scentsy who started off and automatically had the secret sauce, okay? No one, no one. So what I need you to do is to begin failing, because that means you're trying. Failure means that you are trying in your business. So as we are going into February, this is why I really wanted to talk about this today, because February is our transition month, right? The last month of the fall winter catalog. Starting on March 1st, our brand new catalog comes in. And again, if you haven't looked at it yet, go sneak yourself a peek, because you're going to fall out of your chair when you see some of the things in there. Okay. But we need to focus on February. Okay, so as excited as we are for that brand new catalog, it's not quite time to start talking about that with our customers, right? Because we've got plenty of time, just like we do any other month, right? You don't start working on, like, I didn't start working my January business like at the end of January, right? I started at the beginning of January working on my January business. And in December, I started working on my January business. Where are my sales going to come from? Am I booking parties? Do I have any parties on the books? If not, then I need to have some conversations, right? Do I have anyone who's interested in joining or starting with the opportunity, right? Am I having those conversations? Do I have any host exclusive kits available? Right? Those are the things that you need to be looking for, but you're not going to start with those, right? You need to be focused on your month. And if you don't have your February paycheck yet, then it's not yet time to start looking at March. You have to begin working on your February and get that set. Now, you may have heard myself, because I've said this before, it's something that I personally do. Normally for me, the first 2 weeks of every month are me focused more on my personal business, right? Because that's what I can control. And as a leader, right, I want to help everybody else as much as I possibly can, but I also have to get my shit together every single month, right? That means I have to be having parties. I have to be talking to people about Scentsy Club so I can have that reoccurring PRV. I need to be having conversations about the opportunity with people who are interested in adding on some income every single month, right? Anybody else seen the price of eggs lately? Okay, then don't tell me that there is not a need for somebody to have extra income, because there is. Okay, I work a full-time 40 hours a week job, 8 to 4:30 every single day, Monday through Friday. Okay, I don't have time to play on my phone, but you can guarantee that my business is still growing, is still moving, and is still in motion, even when I'm not touching it. Why? Because I already have systems in place, right? I have systems set up. I've got my social media set up. I have my Calendly set up. I have project broadcasts that I'm working on right now. I'm really focusing on project broadcasts. I've got my job form, right? I have all these things going for me. All of those habits are continuously working in the background for me while I am in the OR during the day, right? Okay. I can't be working my business while I'm there, but my business is still working even without me. And that's because of the way that I set things up. I set myself up for success, but I only learned how to do that by failing. Now, I'm not going to lie. I am somebody who, I don't know if you want to call me type A. I don't know. I mean, I'm obviously type A. Um, I obviously have anxiety and some OCD happening, right? There's certain things I need a certain way or anxiety builds, right? And that happens. But what I will tell you is this. I have failed at a lot of things, and for me, failure is something that I take very personally. I get down on myself. I talk down to myself. I say things to myself that I would never say to another person. I hit myself below the belt, right? I hit myself hard when I don't do well, or if I missed a goal I was working on, or that party just totally flopped for me, whatever it was, right? Or I was trying to learn how to do this new ClickUp system that I want to try and learn. I do. And I quite haven't had the time to really invest in it. So I feel like I'm failing at learning this, right? And failure can be something that will hold you down, literally like a cinder block tied to your foot. It will hold you at the bottom underneath the water. You got to cut the line, okay? You have to give yourself grace, and you have to learn that failure is part of your journey. I had to learn that. I still have to tell myself when I fail, it's okay, Jacqui, it's okay. Let it go. I learned X, Y, and Z from the situation. Next time, I'm going to do H, I, and J next time. I don't know, right? I'm going to try something different. I'm going to pivot. Or maybe this system isn't really working for me. It might work for somebody else wonderfully, and they have amazing results, but for whatever reason, it's just not working for me and how I work my business. And that's okay, because here's the thing. Your business looks different than mine. Mine looks different from yours. Mine looks different from my SSD. Mine looks different from my bestie, right? Everybody's business looks differently because everybody's business is individual to them. Your business is your business. Mine is mine. And the way that I work mine depends on what works for me and my customers, and then my personal time, right? How I invest in my business. So those systems that I have in place for when I am in the OR all day long, right? I need to make sure that either posts are still getting scheduled and are still getting posted, or I've got emails scheduled to go out. I'm working on my project broadcast so that way I can even further that automation system, right? But here's the thing, you guys, I didn't do all of those things at the beginning because I wasn't quite ready for that in my business. So while we have all of these great, pretty, beautiful, shiny things everywhere you look, do not try to do all the shiny things at once. Even though that's going to make you fail. And I know it's silly because I'm talking about failing, and that's a good thing. But at the same time, I do not want you overwhelming yourself, because that's what will happen. All right. So as you are learning your business, as you are starting to work consistently on those habits to build your business to get there, right? Baby steps, little by little. You can't incorporate everything overnight, but you need to really focus and try a new system, or start a new system or a program or an app or whatever it is, right? And master that. And until you have mastered that, it's not until you then can move on to the next one, okay? So don't overwhelm yourself, because that is a very real reality that I have run into more times than I could probably count in the 11 years I've been a consultant. Trying to figure out all the shiny things all at the same time, because I'm looking around and I'm like, oh my gosh, everybody's doing all these great things and I must do them to be successful, right? My business wasn't there yet. My business wasn't at the level of those people. So work at the level of your business. And again, you're going to do systems, you're going to try programs and apps and all these fancy things, but not all of them are going to work for you in your business. Your customers may have absolutely no interest in email marketing. None at all. None at all. Like they don't even open emails. So why would you spend time on something that is going to email your customers if that's not how they respond? Do your customers respond to text? Then Project Broadcast, boom, like that's the way to go. Project Broadcast. And I will tell you, boards. Boards is free. It's free. For free, free, for free, free, free. It's free. I've got some great videos on boards on how I utilize them on mobile and on desktop. And it doesn't matter if you're Android, it doesn't matter if you're Apple, you can use it, okay? But the point being is you have to figure out what's going to work for you and your business. And that really does incorporate your customers. How do they respond best? Are you somebody who hangs out on Facebook all day and the majority of your customers are on Facebook? Okay, well then that's where you need to be messaging them, right? Whether that's in a VIP group or a business page, or you're just on Messenger all day and that's how you communicate with them, then that's the route you need to be going. But you're not going to figure those things out and still until you start trying them. I never thought that I had an email customer base until I started utilizing an email system. And then I started to look, and you guys, if you've watched me for any length of time, you know that my motto is that you try a system for 90 days. And if at the end of the 90 days, I do like a little self audit, how is this working? Is it working at all? A lot of the email services and things like that, right? It will give you analytics. You can look back, you can see what's working, what's not, if how many people are opening the emails, right? So the end of those 90 days is when you kind of do that self audit and say, okay, has this been working? Have I seen any sales by doing it this way? Have I noticed that more people are paying attention? Have I noticed that more people are asking for a sample of that amazing Valentine's Day collection? Because I've been talking about it and I've been sharing about it through Messenger and through my Project Broadcast. So I know those are the people that are paying attention, because hello, they're either messaging me back that they want a sample, or they're, you know what I mean, right? But I didn't learn all that overnight. I had to fail at systems to figure out what was going to work for me. I will also tell you this, that I tried Project Broadcast 2 years ago and I completely failed at it. Completely failed. Fell flat on my face, failed, okay? Like my customers were not into it at all. But I had never really texted my customers before that. So when I was trying Project Broadcast, which is a text system right now, right? A texting system, application, program, whatever you want to call it, they were so confused and they were like, who the heck, why is Jacqui texting me all the time, right? They had no idea what was even going on. So it wasn't until I failed at that and realized, okay, that's not working. So I tried a different system. I went to boards, which worked wonders for me. And then I slowly started incorporating email into my marketing and into my customer base. And that's when I really found that email was a great way for me to connect with my customer base. They were opening the emails, they were reading them, they were responding and filling out jot forms that I connected to on the emails, right? Like all these different things, they were doing those things. That showed me that yes, I was being successful in those things. Now, because I fell flat on my face 2 years ago with Project Broadcast, here I am again today, trying it again. Why? Because I'm growing my business. And I'm doing exactly what I'm telling you guys to do today. I need to fail at my business in order to succeed. So now's the time, now that my customer base now, I do a little bit more texting with them, right? I have some customers that only know me via text, okay? So my customer base has changed over the last 2 years and how I've communicated with them. And so here I am with Project Broadcast again, giving it a try. If it works, amazing, right? Fantastic. Now I've got a new system that I can implement and I can put into motion and I can make it a habit and do it consistently. But if it doesn't, that's okay. Because I'm okay with failure. Because that means that I'm trying something new, that I'm really working at my business, that I'm really trying to step outside of my own comfort zone and build a business and a business income, because that's what Scentsy is for me. You have to fail at your business to succeed. So look back at the last 6 months. Look back on the last, when this catalog first went live. I want you guys to really take some time in February to look back at your business. A really great way to do that is to go into your workstation, go to reporting, go to sales reports, and click on business analysis review, or what we call the BAR report. And it's really, really great. It will show you month by month by month what your PRV was, how many active frontline you had, where you paid a title, what your commission was. You can look at all of those things. And I want you to look back over the last course of this catalog and say, what is working? What is not working? Am I trending up? Am I trending down? Am I trending flatline? Okay, we want growth in our business, right? So we have to make some changes. And so once you do that and you kind of figure out, okay, it looks like I'm on an uptick. Great. It looks like I'm on a downtick. Okay, I gotta jump in here, right? February is going to be your month to do this, to set yourself up for success, because we have a brand new catalog that launches on March 1st. And again, if you haven't yet seen it, OMG. Period. This catalog is flipping amazing. I love the new products that we have coming out. The new scents look amazing. I'm going to World Tour on Saturday in St. Louis, and I cannot personally wait to see these products in person. I can't wait. But I have to really know what my businesses look like and where my gaps are that I need to fill. I will tell you right now that I'm not where I want to be in my PRV. I need to get better with my PRV. So I need to make sure that I'm focusing on my business. So that's why I said earlier, as a leader, usually the first 2 weeks of every single month, I spend really looking at my business and really making sure that I'm pouring into me and setting up those parties and getting those things going. And then because I have a team, I need to make sure those last 2 weeks of the month are really like more highly focused. Doesn't mean that I forget about my business, right? It just means that my team goes a little bit in front, right? And I work with them and helping them. I encourage them during those first 2 weeks of the month to do just what I'm doing. I'm not asking them to do anything that I wouldn't do or am not doing. I'm trying a new system, seeing how it's going to work for me. I'm really looking at the things in an analytical view to say, this is working, this is not working, this needs improvement, this is going fantastic. Take a blank sheet of paper if you need to and write it down if you're more visual. That's what I do. I take one piece of paper and I draw, a horizontal and a vertical line. So I have 4 boxes. What's working well? What's working What's working not so What's failing? And I literally fill in the boxes. For some of you, it may be PRV. For some of you, it may be sponsoring. For some of you, it may be getting team members engaged. So you need to look at different ways that you can do that. So we have to fail in order to succeed, because we have to continue to try new things in our business. And that's what good leaders do. And if you're watching this right now, you, my friend, are a good leader. You, my friend, are a good consultant. You, my friend, have the power to do amazing things. So, are you going to fail with me? Are we going to do this together? I hope so. I really, really do. All right, guys, that's what I've got for you tonight. Remember, it is end of month. So we do have end of month live with Dan Orchard. It's going to be fantastic. I will be hosting a live watch party for that. So that is coming up at 7 Central, my time. So look at your time zone converter and you'll figure it out from there. Maybe we'll be watching together. So exciting, so exciting. I'll be going to World Tour this weekend, so February 5th. I will be in St. Louis. I'm also presenting at World Tour, and I cannot wait to get those hugs from a lot of my fellow consultants. I cannot wait to just be filling my cup with all of the Scentsy amazingness that happens at an event from Scentsy. Get ready, you guys. We are going into a brand new catalog season. Now, I've got a lot planned for those of you here in my group page, so be watching the events because you're going to see new things popping up. I've got a lot of different things in the works, a lot of different collaborations going on right now, and I want to see real growth in this new catalog season, not only from myself, but from my team and my group. So let's do it together, shall we? May I have this dance? Let's do it together, okay? All right, guys. I love you all. I will see you next Tuesday training, and we will be in transition month, and it will be very exciting. All right.